In the last video, I showed you how to draw circles on a graphics window, and I know someone's going to ask, well, how do you draw a second circle? Okay, so let's just create a second circle. We'll call it circ2 equals circle. And let's just go back to putting a point right in there, and we'll put this at, I don't know, 300 comma 300, and we will give it a radius of 50. Okay, so there is the circle defined. Okay, again, watch your parentheses. Okay, and let's set that circ2, let's set its fill, set fill to, I don't know, yellow. Okay, and then let's take circ2 and draw it on the window. Okay, so there you go. Run, run. And there we go. So we have the Earth and, I don't know, a moon or something like that. Okay, so yeah, I'll leave that code up there. You can hit pause to make sure that you have the code going. Okay, so let's move on. Circles are cool, but what about, say, I don't know, how do we take the yellow circle and stick a label in the middle of it? I don't know, we'll say sun, okay? We'll pretend that we want to put the word S-U-N in there. So how do you think we do that? Well, there's an object to do that. If you go on page 108 and thumb through, you will find the object to do that. And let's just call the variable label, and we'll give it something called text, because that's what I found. And then if you look at the type ahead, it says it wants a point and then the text you want to type. So again, let's just hard code in here point, and then we'll put, I don't know, let's use the 300 because that's the center of the sun. Okay, and then we'll put a text string in there called sun. Okay, you see that? There it is. Then we need to take that label and draw it, okay, on the window. Okay, draw it on the window. Okay, so let's run it and see what happens. Magic! So we now put a textual label here called sun, S-U-N. We could do the same thing for the blue circle, and if you want to be a pro, you'd probably want to go do that, okay? So we've drawn circles, right? We've colored the circles. We've set their fill. We've drawn text labels on things. And by the way, if you just wanted to stick a text label, okay, let's create a new, let's just call it title equals, and then we'll create a text point here, text, and we'll create it towards the top. Okay, so let's look at the graphics window here for a second. So I want to create it like right over here or something. So say this is 400. Okay, so this is, say, I don't know, let's just make it at 100. It'll be over here somewhere, or 50. So let's make it where the x is 50 and the y is 50. Okay, so I'll do the point where I want it to be at 50, 50. That's the center point. And I will say CTEC 121 rocks. Okay, just some random text. And now I'll take that title and I'll draw it on the window. Okay, and let's see what happens. Ready? Run. Run module. So it put it at 50, 50. I should have put it at 200 comma something. So let's fix that. Okay, let's fix that. I was a little off. So let's put it at, let's see, x is 200 and y as, let's make it 100. So just so you can see what's happening here, run. That's a little better, see? So now it's up here, okay? So again, 0, 0 is the starting point up here, okay? Down here is 400, 400, okay? 400 comma 0 and 0 comma 400. Okay, you should know this because this type of math was a prereq for this class. Okay, so yeah, we're getting there. What about rectangles? Okay, what about rectangles? Right, which are right, which are what? How would you draw a rectangle? How many points do you think you would need to draw a rectangle? Would you need 1 point? No. 2 points? No. Maybe. Okay, 3 points, no. 4 points for sure. But let me say that all you need are 2 points. Okay, let me just say that all you need are 2 points. And if you look up the rectangle object in your textbook, you'll see that it needs a upper left and a lower right starting point. Okay, so let's create a variable here called rect, R-E-C-T, and the object is rectangle. And you can see the type ahead is saying I need 2 points. Okay, I need 2 points. So let's type in point, and let's do 0, 0. That's the upper left. And another point, and we'll make it the lower right point at, say, 200, 200. Okay, there is our rectangle. And just like the circle, we can say rect.setFill. Okay, and let's just make this, I don't know, what color should we make it? Green? Yeah, let's make it green. Okay, and then let's take the rectangle and draw it on the window. Hope you all see a pattern developing here. So let's run it. Okay, ready, run. There we go. Okay, so notice, I want you to notice that since we drew the rectangle, which happens to be a square, right? Last, it's overwriting, right, the title that we wrote earlier, right? So if I wanted to have that title, right, appear, the one right here, this one right here, above, okay, the what do you call it, the rectangle, I'll cut it, and I'll move it down below it, because I'll draw it last. I'll make sure my indentation, because I'm in a function, my indentation is correct, and then I will run it, and now you can see the title comes out on top. Okay. One more before we hit pause here, and again, I'll leave the code here so you can take a look at it. Okay. So take a look at the code. You can pause it here and make sure you have everything. In fact, I don't need this stuff here anymore because we're done with it. Maybe I can save some screen space, get everything. There we go. Okay, so pause it right now. And the last thing I want to do is show you how to draw a line. Okay, a line. So what do you think a line needs? So just, I play around here, line, and it says I need 2 points. Okay, because, right, you need to draw a line between 2 points. So I'm going to create a variable. Let's just call it line1 equals line, because again, I looked it up starting on page 108. And let's make it go across the screen. Okay, across the screen. So I'm going to start it at 0, 0. Okay, and then I'm going to have it go all the way to the lower right, which is 400, 400, right? And I'm going to say, hey, line 1, draw yourself on the window. Okay, ready? Ready? Here we go. Run. And there we go. So we drew a line. Okay. So let's draw one more line to make a big X. So I can say line 2 equals line. And then we're going to start in the upper right, which happens to be 400, 0. And then we're going to go all the way down to point, right? X is 0 and Y is 400. And then we're going to take the line 2 and draw it on the window. Okay? So here, whoops, here we go. Run. Run. And there we go. We created an X. How about that? So some of you are probably saying, hey, can I change the thickness of the line or the color? And you bet. I'll let you look that up in your textbook. Okay? And if you have any questions about what we just did, drawing rectangles, adding lines and such to a graphics window, just let me know.